Guys, before you go into the live vlog, we'd just like to take this time to promote a book called Tales from the Pitch, or a series of books. And I was contacted by Daisy from Ransom Publishers, and they said that they're an independent publisher who specialises in literacy and books for people who don't like or struggle with reading, and they mainly sell to schools, bookshops and prisons. And they published a series of easy-to-read, fictionalised biographies of exciting footballers, and they've called it Tales from the Pitch. Now, because it's mcfcfantv, she sent me 2 copies, and this is one of the editions, which is about Raheem Sterling. So these books, I think, are really important. I obviously believe, I love reading myself, and I think literacy is really important. The age range is between 7 and 14 years of age, but if you are an older person who struggles reading, they're perfect for people with dyslexia and other things that make people struggle to read as well. They're 120 pages long, and the recommended retail price is £6.99. Now, there is Van Dijk, Gnabry, Mbappe, Rashford, Kante and Lewandowski in the series alongside Raheem Sterling. So there are other different books, whether you don't have to be a supporter of Manchester City to read them. You can read the exciting biographies, fictionalised ones about other players as well. But Daisy kindly sent me 2 copies. What we're going to do is I'm going to read one of them, and then we're going to give both of them away and to somebody who deserves it. So please, 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 all the details will be below, and you can get in touch with Ransom Publishers and order your copy online. So we wanted to do something that would assist them in pushing and promoting this book. Anyway, hope you enjoy it, and we'll let you know more about when these brilliant ideas for books and for reading become available as a prize. But anyway, Sandy from mcfcfantv, take care, and we're over to the vlog. Hi guys, before you go in. Hi guys, it's Andy from mcfcfantv. How is everyone? Hope you're well. Well, just a quick one tonight. We've got a few things to talk about. Sergio and Messi acting like they are an old married couple, apparently. Kevin De Bruyne going to be fit for the Arsenal game? Who knows? And there's a few other bits and pieces of nonsense, really. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hello tonight. So let's see who's on. Hello, Jack Lee. How are you, mate? Chris Lindley. Hi. How are you, buddy? Sam Elliott's on. Hello. Oh, Martin is on. He must be in the bath, I think. But anyway, we'll see. Let me just, I'm just going to switch over. I don't know whether that's any better, because I just noticed there, I forgot, I was working in another room, and my laptop was connected to another router. So if it's not, I'll connect it back. If it's not great, I'll connect it back to the original router. But let me know in the comments below. Only Dre Dog. Wow, you're new. What's up with Aguero and Messi? Martin's happy in his bath. He keeps saying hello. Lamin Cisse. Hello, Blues. How are you, Lamin? You're new. Hi, guys. How are you doing, Kamal? Hope you're well, mate. Peter Curry's on. Hi, fellow Blues. Galaxy apart. Hey, guys. I've been posting my assignments from last year to sell today. Give us more information on that, Galaxy. Evening Blues, Ron B. Burgundy. Sean Fogarty's on. Hello, Sean. Your book is in the post today, so hopefully you might get it tomorrow, or if not, you'll get it Thursday morning, mate. And if you saw the intro, we're talking about the book that we are promoting, which is all about Raheem Sterling, and it's by Harry Connings, by Ransom Publishers. There is, it says on the back there, one player, one dream to become a legend, and it's a fictional sort of biography of Raheem's life. It's really interesting. I did read it, and it's really, really good. But one thing I didn't, when I got to the end of the book, realise that actually, in fact, let me get that right. There is a whole series of books. So you can see, let me turn that up straight so you can see this Bernardo Silva, there's Gnabry, there's Mbappe, there's Lewandowski, there's Sterling, there's Kante, there's Marcus Rashford, there's Son, Felix, Sancho, Riyad Mahrez, and Virgil van Dijk. So I thought there was, in the original flyer, there was only, I think, 6 books, but in fact, there's a load more. So you don't have to be a Man City fan to, have a purchase of Tales from the Pitch. It's $6.99. We're promoting it absolutely free of charge on here because we think it's a wonderful, wonderful way of engaging people who maybe don't read books. I love reading. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best things ever. I listen to audiobooks. I love reading. But I know some people struggle, whether that's through reading abilities or dyslexia, which these books absolutely serve. Then I think it's a really, really good idea. And it's a way of just interacting with football fans. So we were quite happy at Man City Fan TV to promote these books as much as we can for free, just to get it out there. And thankfully, Daisy at Ransom Publishers sent me 2 copies. And Sean, I know, sent me an email asking, is there any possibility? Well, he actually mentioned on one of the vlogs, is there any possibility because he has dyslexia, which these books absolutely serve the purpose for. Is there any way you can have one? So I said, absolutely, you can have mine, which is not this one, but the one I read. And so I sent that in the post to Sean today. So you should have that tomorrow, buddy. And I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy the read. And if you want to support Ransom Publishers and Harry Connings and everyone else at Ransom who've produced some amazing books, then they are $6.99. And in the video before this video, you will have seen the contact phone number and email address if you want to go on there and purchase one. So, Sean, I hope you enjoy it, buddy. I really do. Chris Lindley says, fine, thanks, mate. Good to hear. Enrique for manager. No, thank you. My birthday tomorrow, buddy. Yes, I believe, Tom Hudson. How old are you tomorrow, mate? Are you 13? Can't remember. But anyway. Only Dreadog, nothing he said like an old married couple, which means they have been friends together for a long time. Absolutely. Happy birthday, Tom, for tomorrow. Yeah, happy birthday, mate. Hope you have a good one. Oh, look, Gingy's on, the Villa fan. Sorry, have I missed a big, massive jump in? I'm going to go back. I do apologise. There's been a big jump because there's a load of people on. Martin says, join us tomorrow, come out, big debate on tomorrow evening. Yeah, whatever you do, go over and watch Martin's live vlog tomorrow. There's going to be lots and lots of guests on discussing something I was going to discuss tonight, but I'm not going to because Martin's going to do something on it tomorrow, and that's this whole Big Six Premier League revolution, which is absolute shite, utter garbage. And so don't forget, join the debate. You will not want to miss it, I promise you. We've got some great guests on tomorrow talking about it. I might even make an appearance myself if I'm here. So don't forget, go over tomorrow. Happy birthday for tomorrow, Tom. My birthday on Sunday. Give us a reminder, Galaxy. I'm not really new. I was watching the other guy reacting to Man City versus Leeds. I I don't know what you were talking about there, mate. Dupe says, Martin, Man City Fan TV, did you get sacked yet? I don't know. Maybe he'll be back. Maybe he won't. Maybe he has been sacked already after that terrible showing on the FIFA first episode. Hi, all Pado Oaks. How are you? I'm saving up for the new FIFA. Good luck. You can't be as bad as Martin. I will try, Martin. A-level work has been intense recently. I know, mate. My oldest lad teaches A-levels, so yeah, I get the same from him when he comes in from work. City lineup for Saturday, Queens versus King. We're going to talk about that. I'd love to be a footballer, but I'm not good enough. Well, 99.9% of the population are not good enough, mate. Sean says Raheem Sterling will be on the bench Saturday. He might play, but I'm not sure he's going to start. Kevin De Bruyne is definitely out. You reckon he's definitely out? Don't know. KDB up front, badly made content. Have you all heard it's Tom's birthday tomorrow? Yeah, I think Tom's told everyone. Signings have been made. Dupe, wait and see. Sean says Kevin De Bruyne is out. Raheem Sterling is back. Well, you keep claiming that. Mbappe to replace Aguero. Maybe that's a question we will ask on here. Delap up front. I doubt it. We never heard Martin's transfer deadline day rant. No, we didn't. We actually didn't hear that, did we? I'm sure we didn't. Marin, Man City Fan TV, okay. I kept my counsel. Oh, I don't know about that. You should see. Hey, listen, if you could only be witness to the WhatsApp messages going back and forth tonight, he's still not happy. Is KDB fit? Says Corey McCabe. Going to talk about that. Council, too funny. Yeah, exactly, Chris Baker. Absolutely. Corey, no idea. Do you think he's fit? Martin, behave yourself. Ask Andy that one. Ask Andy that one. Don't know what that means. Oh, look, Gingy's on, the Villa fan. I subscribe to you, Sean. You got some good videos on your channel, mate. There you go. Another big jump. I do apologise. I'm a bit behind in all your comments. Evening, Andy, says Danny to me. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Evening, Martin. You're mad. He has been a mardy ass tonight. A proper mardy ass on WhatsApp. Come back with that one, Galaxy. We're going to talk about it. What you saying, Billion? Me and Tom both born in October. Iron Man should be called Faye Mate instead, because Faye is the symbol for iron. Ooh, very clever. I'm saying you're the Victor Meldrew of Man City Fan TV. He is definitely, after his absolute rant tonight on WhatsApp, he is definitely the Victor Meldrew. People say I'm miserable. Well, some do. Oh my Lord. Thoughts on keeping Garcia, says Ricky Squires. Okay. I said it would happen on that, Ricky. What's the point? Unless City are going to get what they get. And don't forget, this all comes on the back of the Lionel Messi thing, whereby the board absolutely screwed Messi over when he made it absolutely clear he wanted to move to Manchester City. City had a deal on the table, could easily afford it, if not made a profit from the Lionel Messi signing, and then they just started throwing all this, we'll go to court, we'll do this. That immediately put the board members off. Pep, I'm sure Ferran and Cheeky and Lionel Messi did not want the whole Lionel Messi thing to be about going to court and things like that, because we know Pep loves Barcelona. We know Cheeky and Ferran love Barcelona. So I think the Garcia thing was linked with that. I think City went, well, you pay us 20 million, whatever it was, 18 million, 20. It depends on who you believe in the media, because City have never made a comment on it. So I think they've just turned around and said, well, you pay it. That's it. Or he stays. Because at the end of the day, well, what if we got 18 million in? It's not, it's 18 million euro that they were offering. I think it was euro they were offering. for him. Now, Garcia might turn out to be somebody who might be crucial throughout the season. You know, if the likes of Laporte gets an injury, or Ake, or Stones, or somebody else, well, then Garcia's going to be immediately in there, or Diaz is going to be in there above, as it stands at the moment, John Stones. Nicholas Otamendi is gone. So might be an integral part that we have to rely on through 4, as it stands, cup competitions. So the 18 million is irrelevant. It is irrelevant, the fee. So I think City held strong on it and said, well, you know what, you're not going to bully us like you did over the Messi deal and like you've done with lots of other clubs. You either pay this or you don't. It's that simple. And let's face it, don't forget, if the rumours were true, Garcia, when he heard Messi was coming, decided that he was quite happy to remain and maybe sign another contract. Now, if Messi does come in January or signs a pre-contract agreement in January and he comes next summer, what's the chances that Eric Garcia might turn around and say, hold on a minute, I might want to sign? He's a good player. There's no doubting about it. But for 18 million quid, it's not really. See, neither here or there. Kante and Lampard have had a fight. We should get him for 30 million. Yeah, I did see that this morning, Galaxy. It's Kante's a great player. I think it's too late now anyway. But shame that fight didn't happen earlier in the season. But it's the same old, same old. Who does he replace? Teacher gave me a referral today because he said, put your hand up if you support City. Carl's on. Hello, mate. How are you? Greetings and greetings to you, buddy. Hope you're well in Washington. City need to oppose this Prem proposal. Utter, yeah. Well, I see Sky News keep linking us with, well, they put our badge within the Liverpool and United, as we know they're the two protagonists over this. I'm not going to get into the debate over it because that is going to be tomorrow night's live vlog with Martin. I don't want to step on his toes, but yeah, it's typical. They put our badge in there. They don't put Tottenham's and they don't put Chelsea's and they don't put others that are rumoured to be in agreement. But yeah, maybe I'll give my thoughts tomorrow. Chris says, hey, Carl. Another massive jump. I apologise. Let me crack on with some of these. My granddad's birthday on Thursday will be 81. Good luck to him. I'd love to be a footballer, but I'm disabled. Martin would love to be a footballer, but he's disabled as well. Is KDB his hour? That's a huge miss. Oh, out. Well, no. Well, we don't know whether he's out yet or not. Martin, can I be a moderator? Not at the moment, Galaxy. Female, not for Marty. Mansi Vanzik can be a moderator. No, it's not up to Martin. It's up to me. And no, not at the moment, buddy. So Liverpool and United want to turn the Premier League. Oh, we're not talking about the Premier League stuff. That's for tomorrow night. And I don't want to step. If I start talking about it now, which I was going to do, Martin will be very annoyed over it because he's got a big show lined up tomorrow. Do you think Aguero will be on the bench or starting? I don't think he'll be starting. I'll be honest with you. Chris Baker's talking to Carl. No, I'm not even going to go there. Council. How do we get Messi in January? How do we get Messi in January, though? Well, easy. Well, we don't get him in January. We get him up for next summer in January. Right, so I did say that the title is all about Sergio Aguero and Lionel Messi. And the title is all about Man City star label's relationship with fellow countrymen as being like an old married couple. And Aguero's revealed that he and his fellow compatriot Lionel Messi are like an old married couple, whilst the pair are usually away from Europe on international duty with Argentina. And the comments that were relayed by Spanish outlet Sport said Sergio Aguero revealed what it has been like sharing a room with the Barcelona star. And in his quotes, he says, I always sleep with the TV left on, and in the morning, he's always complaining. We get back from training at 7:30 p.m. and he's in the shower straight away, and I usually just wait around in my boxers. It was widely reported that the Manchester City striker was a key factor in the attempt to influence Lionel to the move to Manchester in summer, having played against each other for several seasons in La Liga and regularly being amongst the starting squad for their country. Unsurprisingly, they have clearly formed a harmonious relationship. Now, as we know, tonight, is it? Argentina face Bolivia, but Sergio obviously is in Manchester continuing his recovery from a meniscus injury sustained in June, whilst Messi will have to do without his other half for the one set of these international fixtures. So there you go. Like an old married couple, the pair of them. No wonder Sergio was desperate for Lionel Messi to come to Manchester because it's his best mate. And at the end of the day, I think the Messi thing is twofold. I think if Messi does come, that will definitely make Pep Guardiola sign an extended contract. Plus, I think Sergio will sign an extended contract if he does. So I think everything might rely on two key individuals at Manchester City staying at the club beyond next season, and that will be Lionel Messi. Carl says, everyone tuning tomorrow, I'll be on with the USA perspective. The USA perspective? What's that got to do with anything? Oh, maybe he's talking about Fenway and the Glazers, maybe. Who cares what they've got to say? Don't worry about treading on Martin's feet. He hasn't seen them for years. Laugh out loud, says Peter Curry. Right. Fitness talks about Kevin De Bruyne. Well, yeah, the rumours are that we could be without Kevin De Bruyne for Saturday's game against Arsenal. He withdrew from the Belgian squad, as we know, on Monday after England, the English defeat, England defeat 2-1 in the Nations League. But it's not yet clear if De Bruyne is definitely out injured, though he was withdrawn in the second half of the game at Wembley on Sunday. But Roberto Martinez somewhat confusingly claiming, I would not say that Kevin is injured. He said he just felt something. But given the amount of games that Kevin De Bruyne has obviously played in such a short space of time, and the season ahead, Guardiola might have to start planning for the visit of Arsenal without Kevin De Bruyne. But it's obviously going to come as a massive boost to Arsenal, as KDB is one of our most integral players. So what do you think? What do you think we should line up with if Kevin De Bruyne is in fact injured? I don't know. I think maybe he's just felt something, thought precautionary, and I don't want to risk it. Now, if there's more medical evidence this week in training at the Etihad, then maybe he won't be risked. Certainly, Guardiola won't want to risk Kevin De Bruyne. That's for certain. So let's imagine if Kevin De Bruyne does have to miss out, which would be a massive shame for us, our key player. How do you see the midfield lining up? Do you fancy Gundogan back in with Rodri and maybe Phil Foden? Or does Bernardo Silva come in with Rodri and Phil Foden? I don't know. Going to leave it up to you. Give us your comments. So I'll put up here a question for you. Give me your midfield three. There you go. Give me your midfield three without Kevin De Bruyne. Pado Oaks says KDB has been poor since the start of the season. We'll miss him at the weekend. I don't know whether he's been poor, mate. I'll be honest with you. I really don't. So that means City won't get Haaland. What you're talking about? Mona Mella Marchese. What's Haaland got to do with Lionel Messi? Two completely different players, mate. Ricky Squires reckons Rodri, Silva, and Foden. Carl thinks Silva, Foden, and Gundogan. So no Rodri, Carl. Interesting. I'm back. Sorry, my phone ran out of juice. Sean reckons Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and Rodrigo, says Sean. Interesting. Chris Begg says, play Mahrez in KDB's role. We'll see if that really is his best position. Somehow I think that's not the case. That's a very, very, very good point, Chris. As you know, I've said it all along, that Mahrez is an 8 and no other position. He's not a winger. So, will Pep Guardiola put Riyad Mahrez in Kevin De Bruyne's position and say, there you go, you've been crying out for it. Over to you. Let's see what you do. Personally, I don't think he's got the passing range of Kevin De Bruyne, but I do think he could impact the game better than he does on the right wing for certain. That would be a massive, massive trust for Mahrez, replacing the likes of Kevin De Bruyne with Riyad Mahrez. But Chris, I think that's a superb shout, and one that I honestly wouldn't be against happening. I really wouldn't. My only problem being with that is Mahrez will have to track back. And I don't think he's positionally as aware as Kevin De Bruyne in our type of system. Remember, Leicester in that A was very much an a counter-attacking team. We don't play that way, and that's the only doubt for me. But you know, that is his best position, and if somehow Pep can fit Mahrez into an 8 role, could be a masterstroke. Really, really could. He'd be definitely involved in the game a lot more, but he's definitely in our system going to have to track back a hell of a lot more and do more. But a great shout that. Peter Curry reckons Fernandinho, Rodri, and Foden. It's the pragmatic approach, isn't it, Peter? Mr. Roll-Up 10 says Silva, Rodri, and Fernandinho. Dupe says Rodri, Fernandinho, and Foden. Carl thinks that's a good idea. Is Jesus available? No, we don't know at the moment. We'll have to wait for the press conference on availability of players. It did say 2 to 3 weeks, which would suggest he's not available, but you never know. Pado Oak says KDB gives the ball away far too much. He plays killer passes yet, but he tries. Well, God, I mean, if we're slagging off KDB, I'd rather have him in the team than not. Guys, hit the like button and subscribe, says Martin. Is Mahrez too selfish to play Kev's position? Well, I mean, that's another point. But, you know, for the likes of me in particular, who keep saying that Mahrez is an 8 and he's not a right winger, it would be nice to see him play in that position. Mahrez is a liability defending. He doesn't track back and doesn't defend from the front. Yeah, it is a point. We know Pep will squeeze Gundo in. I'm with you, Ronnie. Ronnie, I am with you. I think Gundogan will come back. Silva, Foden, and Rodri, says Sean Skillen. If KDB can't play, then you need Fernandinho to help control the midfield. Mr. Rollup says, good point. Hey, my favourite dog's back. Animal Lifestyle, how are you? Hope you're well. So anybody else get anything different? Anyone think maybe we could go for a slightly different midfield? Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, Gundogan. Maybe play a 4. Maybe play, I don't know. Maybe play a 3-5-2. Who knows? Pardo Oaks thinks Gundogan, Silva, and Foden. So we're dropping Rodri all of a sudden. Wow. He does track back. He's just not very good at defending. He does track back. Yeah, I agree with that. Mahrez is too lightweight for our midfield. Another one. Bernardo is on really bad form. Why? He played really well when he came on in the last game. Don't know why he's on really bad form. Adsi Eitster says, can Ferran Torres be trusted to start as a threat on the right? I'd rather have Sterling. Do you think Sterling will be back? I think Sterling will be back at the weekend. I really do. Rotation of tactics brings about player change as much as anything. It does, absolutely. Delap. Sean's desperate for Delap, aren't you, mate? He really is. Desperate for Liam Delap. Going back to my throwing days. He's desperate for Liam Delap to be starting for City. Maybe he will. Maybe he will. If the likes of Aguero, obviously, I don't think he'll be fit, and Jesus, not too sure that he'll be fit either. Maybe Pep might have learnt his lesson and think against their back three, maybe he needs a big man, somebody strong, somebody physical, rather than a false nine. This is going to be interesting. Pep versus Arteta. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to try and do a Arsenal fan channel preview with Babs and see what Babs has got to say from the Young Guns, Arsenal Fan TV, or AFTV. And we'll see what he's got to say about it. But I'm sure he's really, really impressed with the way Arteta's playing. Hello, by the way, Andy and everyone. Hello to you, Blue Heart. Hope you're well, mate. Nichumya Chubo says some people don't really know how to analyse the players. Pepe's not going to play Delap. We'll see Sterling up top again, says Mr. Roll Up 10. If Aguero and Jesus are out, Bernardo needs to play false 9. Hey, Blue Art, good to see, mate. Well, that's interesting. You think Bernardo was a false 9. I'll be honest with you. I would much rather... I'm with Sean on this one. I would much rather a proper striker play up front. I'd rather us play Delap against Arsenal, because they will probably play a back three, and I'd rather a proper focal point up front. If we're not going to play Sergio Aguero and Gabby Jesus are not going to be fit. I'd rather have Delap up front and a focal point, someone who can occupy two of their back three centre backs, and then push the likes of Torres or Sterling and Mahrez and the others, Kevin De Bruyne, if he does play, attacking and pushing it out wide and dragging those players around. I'd much rather play with a proper striker against a back three in particular. The false 9 thing will be the death of us, really worried about. Well, it's never been the death of us, Adzi, in the past. It has worked. Cancelo over Walker? Are you joking me? Walker's been superb so far, Sachin. Ferran Torres can play false winger. What we got a false 9, now we've got a false winger. We got a false number 8 and a false 7 and a false 6 and a false 5. What's this false winger, Mingy Wong? Please do explain what is that all about, a false winger. It's a new one on me. It's like this whole pivot thing, double pivot. What's that all about? It's not basketball. Is anyone else thinking that Pep also rests players under heading of injured? Yeah, probably. Probably Blue Heart. We don't know, do we? Not as well as Mahrez, Mingy Wong. Maybe Cancelo over Mendy, but not Walker. I agree, Ronnie Beaver. Maybe we need to play. Maybe we need to play Mendy into form. That's the thing. Maybe we need to play Mendy into form. If not, maybe Cancelo plays in that left back berth. Who knows? Ron B. Burgundy says if we're going to play Delap, he should give us more of an aerial presence, which we always like. I agree. That's why I'm thinking, especially if they play a 3 at the back. a false nine against three centre backs or three across the back is going to be difficult. It's going to be really hard for that player. They're going to have the back to the goal quite a lot of the time. Where if we've got somebody who's a central striker who can occupy generally two of their centre backs, that will create a little bit more space for balls behind the back. So don't be surprised for me if Pep does pick the lap if Aguero and Jesus, which it looks like they're not going to be fit. We don't know. Jesus may have made a miraculous recovery. Maybe Delap will play if Jesus isn't fit. Hopefully KDB will play, says Apple. Hopefully. Porto matches as important as Arsenal game, rotation required. False winger, he was probably referring to United fans as false whingers. Very good, Neil. Very good, Neil. Chris liked it as well. Kyle Walker always seems to respond as he just showed for England. I think he's a winner. I agree with you, Blue Heart. I've got no problems with Kyle Walker as a right back, none whatsoever for City or England. Not that I watch international football, but I believe against Belgium, he was they rated him versus the match reports I read, so I didn't see the game. They rated him against Trent Alexander-Arnold, who got a 5, and Walker got a 7.5 and said he was superb. So Walker for me, no problem whatsoever. Mara scores a game for Algeria tonight against Mexico. There you go. So maybe he always does for Algeria though. Sachin, league is more important, and we need to pick up some points. We do. We have got a game in hand. Do you think we'll win? My guess 3-1 City. Cool kid of Zim. Don't know, mate. I'll have to think about my prediction when I do the pre-match stuff. Hi, Martin. Just watched Martin the other day do most boring live. What was that? Hi, Martin. I'm not Martin. Just watched Martin the other day do the most boring live stream. Yeah, well, at the end of the day, buddy, it's a brand new show. Martin's trying his best to do it, and we're doing it in a different format, which is live. So, give him a bit of a break, for God's sake. Probably more chance of Dilap starting and Jesus on the bench. I agree, Ronnie. Neil, even as a United fan, that was funny. It was funny. Keck says, we will struggle to get a result the way things look. What? Where's the negativity coming from? Good night, Sean Fogarty. Take care. Hope that book comes tomorrow for you, mate. It made me laugh all weekend long. Walker was my man of the match for England. Yeah, well, according to reports, it was. Great stuff, Andy. Thanks. Need to head off. No problem, Madsy. Take care, buddy. Blue Heart Cow's got a turbo afterburner fitted when he wants to use it. Absolutely, he has. See, says Chris. Martin was in pre-season FIFA game. He was. It was his first game. Give him a chance. And remember, he's trying to do it live as well. So he's trying to look at comments. He's trying to play the game. He's trying to comment with you. It is a bit different to recording it. So, you won't stop this negativity. I know. What is wrong with people? My Lord, I get it on WhatsApp with Mr. Martin Man City Fan TV, and then come on here and there's people moaning, saying about it's such a bad start and it's this, that, and the other, and people are worried. And what is wrong with people? What is wrong with people? When did we last beat Arsenal, Andy? When did we last beat Arsenal? Oof, good question. Well, prior to them beating us, Arteta beating us in the FA Cup, we beat them prior to that. There you go. I think Pep will win this round. Arteta. You think Pep will win this round? It's always happened. We are trash at the start and then we load. That's a bit more. And get second. I was going to say it's a bit more positivity and get second. Well, we didn't do that the previous seasons, mate. It was only last season. Come on. Anyway, this is, like I said, this is just a quick one. Give you a quick update on Sergio and Messi. Like two old women living together. And also Kevin De Bruyne, will he be fit? Will he not? who's going to play in midfield for the weekend. Don't forget, whatever you do, check out tomorrow night's live vlog, where it's going to be a massive discussion on the big Project 6. And there's going to be loads of guests on with Martin. I might even make an appearance myself and discuss it, because I've got lots to say about it. And I know lots of people are really not happy about it. Chris says, we have a good recent record against Goons. Yeah, we have got very good record. Martin did a great job. As you say, he was going cross-eyed, trying to read comments and play as well to talk sense. It was a good laugh, it was. Keck says, if KDB plays, we wins. Right, guys, this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Like I said, just a quick one checking with you guys. Don't forget the book. And if you're interested in that, then all the details are on the channel. Did a video that's on the channel, I think Saturday, all about the book. So if you know anybody who wants a Christmas present, somebody who struggles to read, somebody who doesn't read enough, or somebody maybe got dyslexia or other learning disabilities, that wants something that's an easy read for football fans, then this series, and it's not just City. There's Bernardo Silva and Mahrez in the series, as well as Sterling. But like I said, there's also Gnabry, Mbappe, Lewandowski, Kante, Rashford, Son, Felix, Sancho, and Van Dijk as well. So there are plenty of other different players from different clubs if you want to do it. It's $6.99. Just go to ransom.co.uk. If I remember rightly. If not, watch the video on the channel that we posted on Saturday about that. But guys, Chris, thanks, Andy. Top man coming after being work all day. No problems, mate. It's fine. I need to go and have a shower. I'm absolutely goosed. The last time Arsenal beat us in the Prem was 2015. Yeah, it's a long time ago. If Messi talks to us in January and joins in somewhere, Pep and Sergio will extend. That's my thoughts. We have to win the Champions League. Not for me, mate. Not for me, Electric Penguin. It's all about the Premier League. But the Champions League, for me, in the next few years, will be null and void. We'll go into this Super League. That is inevitable. Maybe something that will be discussed tomorrow on the live vlog. So don't forget, I'm not sure what time it will be, but Martin will post what time that is going to be. But this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's got us over the 15,000 subscriber mark. It's absolutely amazing. All your comments and your super chats and everything else are absolutely welcome. But we'll be back tomorrow and we're going to be talking. It's going to be heated. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be all sorts of thoughts, opinions, ideas that other people will disagree with, I'm sure. But that's what it's about. And it could get heated. But one thing's for sure. Football is not the football that I used to know. So tune in tomorrow and look out for Martin's live vlog. And he'll let you know what time it is. But this is Andy from Man City Fan TV. Take care. Don't forget, subscribe. Hit that bell icon. Give it a thumbs up. Have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow.